Welcome to Jetway Radio, Dads After Dark. It's Wednesday, 9 p.m., 9:02 p.m. exactly. It wouldn't be a Dads After Dark if we didn't start a few minutes late, right?
Exactly.
As always, I'm your host, Mikey G, joined by the back bacon Dylan Johnsey.
How are you now?
And Grandpappy Preator over here.
Dang it.
Outlaw!
Boys, get off my lawn!
How we doing, fellas?
Cold.
Yeah, no, some of y'all are.
Insanely frigid.
I love it.
Whoa.
Yeah, you've been going to work in shorts.
He's got pants on right now.
Yeah, it's
What?
the first. All right, so I woke up this morning with no power.
So you accidentally put pants
I
on.
didn't see crap. I thought I had them OG shorts on I got from Amazon.
OG stands for old grandpa.
Them
by
old
the way.
Patos Locos.
Nice, well done.
They,
Well
they,
done.
they cover up my Velcros, man.
Yeah, them cholo shorts.
No, I had to wear pants today because I thought I was working outside. We're doing a house up on top of a hill, and it's like 60-mile-an-hour winds constantly up there. And I ended up not having to work outside. I was inside, and I was PO'd all freaking day long because I was in pants.
Whenever you go to the deer stand, do you wear camouflage shorts?
Sometimes.
Do you? Cool.
Like, no
Well,
joke.
in defense of that, the deer can't see from the waist down.
Yeah,
so
True.
I'm in a box stand, so I'm pretty covered. But this is what I
He's
wear.
lucky if he wears pants.
These actually pants. Hey, the other day, Sunday afternoon, I was serious. No, it was Saturday afternoon. No boots. I took my shoes off, had my short sleeve shirt on, just kicking it. Like, Mary's over bundled up. Like, be quiet. She's like, I'm not doing anything. All I hear is it's her teeth over her chattering. 72 degrees outside.
Dang.
Yeah, she was cold.
She's cold-natured, man.
Yeah.
Man,
Cold-hearted.
it's been a chilly couple days, man.
I love it, man. Woke up this morning, frost all over the ground. Man,
You know what that means?
that means it was cold.
Well, that too, but whenever you see frost on the grass, us dads look at that as, hey man, we don't have to cut grass anymore.
Yeah,
Wow.
right?
Yeah, for a minute.
Right.
For a minute.
It's gonna be very nice.
Hey, the producer just brought our talking box in.
Hey, thanks, producer.
You know, it's good for something. You know what it's good for?
Holding that piece of paper down.
Well, that too. Phone calls.
Phone calls. So,
Phone calls.
talking about the cold, what's y'all's take on the cold? What do y'all do? Do y'all wear shorts? Do you wear, like, Eskimo suits? What do you do? I mean, what's your take on the cold? Like, what I posted that meme the other day where that dog looked outside and there was snow everywhere and said, it's cold outside, I'm pooping inside today.
There's only been a handful of circumstances where I ever had to poop outside.
Well, I've never had to, but I want to.
It's, you know what, man? It's very liberating.
By the way, if you poop on the ground, when it's that cold, its steam rises.
I have come home from the deer woods with only one sock many a times.
Yep, it happens, man. It happens.
Yeah, buddy.
If I get a
That's
greasy sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit with a coffee in the morning, it's like, man, I just need to stay here until that gets done.
That's when it push through breakfasts.
Exactly. It's going to push right through you.
Speaking of breakfasts and coffee and stuff like that, I got to get some details. I thought she was coming in behind me from Miss Hannah D, but so the little coffee truck that's over there on the road up there at Arch Street, that Cravings,
Yeah?
they will be here at Jetway tomorrow night from like 6 till whenever. So they'll be here out in the parking lot set up serving coffee and whatever they serve out of the Cravings truck. So
Man, my wife will love that.
yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people loving that.
Yeah, I like coffee. I like coffee like black, though. Like, no sugar, no
Shane, are you a
nothing.
coffee drinker?
No,
I'm
Like,
not either. I've
Here-
never... Dude, in full confession, I've never tried coffee.
What?
Never tried coffee. I can't get past the smell.
Here is
There are two smells in this world that make me want to gag. One is coffee, and the other is ranch. Now, I like the taste of ranch.
Right.
The smell of ranch makes me want to gag.
I'm
weird.
I don't guess I've ever, like, just got a whiff of, like, never, like, oh, man, that smells like ranch. You know what I mean?
I
don't guess I've ever paid
absolutely
attention.
love the way coffee smells.
Ugh.
Like when I'm driving down the road and I smell a skunk, I roll the windows down. I love that smell. I don't know why.
So do I,
It's
man.
great.
So
It's a
do
great
I.
smell. But coffee, I love the way
Reminds me
coffee
of mom's
smells.
cooking.
So if you just want to pick out the most, I would call it the unmanly side of me, is if I'm drinking coffee, because I will drink coffee, I have to have a whole lot of sugar and cream.
There's nothing unmanly about
Like,
that, I don't think.
but if I'm
think so.
drinking to enjoy it,
Mm-hmm.
I love iced coffee.
All right, that's a little unmanly.
Right. Now I'm not.
Now, the real question is, do you like it with your nails painted or unpainted?
Only whenever they're just cleaning them.
Oh, I got you.
We hadn't made it to the painted part yet. Just clear paint?
Huh?
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, you can
no,
get-
it didn't work. Yeah. So. No, I like going to like a Starbucks or a coffee shop or something like that and getting those like a mocha frappuccino, which is like a frozen thing,
Yeah.
or just like a mocha flavored iced coffee. They're pretty fire.
Man, I hate Starbucks. I
Yeah.
hate one. I can't get past the smell. I hate the smell. I hate walking in there. But
Can I get a
but occasionally I have gone into Starbucks with my wife. She loves coffee.
My wife would love a vanilla rock.
I made the mistake one day of trying their hot chocolate because I love hot chocolate. Man, I'm a big I love hot chocolate. Starbucks is garbage. It tastes like the inside of a garbage can.
I will second that
It's
motion.
awful. How
Sure.
can they even sell that as hot chocolate?
Yeah, I've never had their hot chocolate, but that's what got me started drinking that stuff is where I used to work. For some reason, I wanted to drink some coffee, but we didn't have any sugar or cream. They had packets of Swiss Miss hot chocolate with the marshmallows in it. So
That stuff's pretty good, man.
I
The
dumped-
rainbow marshmallows are the
yeah,
best.
I dumped a whole package of Swiss Miss in the cup and then filled the cup up with coffee and stirred it up.
I know a lot of people that do that.
And I was
actually.
like, man, this is a redneck cappuccino right here. And it was great. Like, we had to keep ordering more hot chocolate because I was consuming quite a bit of it.
I've
But,
known quite a few people that have done
yeah,
that.
that's great. It's wonderful.
We've got a Keurig at the house, and I think a good chunk of people now have Keurigs.
yeah, I chunked mine out the window.
Really?
Yeah.
But see, before then, my wife would never make a pot of coffee, but when she did, I couldn't. It stunk up the entire house, and I hate that smell. So I bought her the Keurig specifically for two reasons. One, so my entire house didn't smell like coffee.
Just the kitchen
No, the entire
with the Keurig.
in the Keurig. And number two, so you can get the little cups of hot chocolate that come in it.
Yeah.
Those are
and
awesome.
you can get sweet tea, too.
You can get sweet tea. You can get the peach teas.
Yes.
You can get
Yeah.
margarita mix.
Yes.
What? What?
Yep.
Game changer.
Yep.
What?
Have you ever cleaned yours?
Yeah.
Wait, you're supposed to clean it?
That's why I chunked mine.
Well, no, man. What you do is you get like,
Vinegar and water.
but you gotta. I mean, you gotta
like,
roll it.
You got to roll like 4 tanks through
Yeah.
that bad boy.
Well, now you
Because
tell
I
me.
tried it after the first one, and I.
I'm telling you right now, clean it, and then you're going to be like, man.
I mean, it's only been 4 years. It's safe, right?
Holy shit. That's the best flavored coffee I've ever had. Just run hot water through there and see what it tastes like.
Bacteria is what gives it that stench.
Yeah, this
I
really
mean-
doesn't have that mold flavor I was going for. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna
Why
have to
did
pass.
you make me clean this?
Yeah,
Now it tastes like crap.
it's
Oh, man.
ruined.
Yeah, you got to run like vinegar and hot water through it. Like,
Well, that makes sense. I just don't want to.
holy cow. It was
I mean, I
terrible.
waited like 3 years before I found this out, and I think I made it.
Took mine apart.
I've got a pretty strong immune system at this point, and I chalk that up to all the bacteria.
If you want to know what it's like,
Agreed.
take the little filter with the screen in off of your faucet in your kitchen and run your finger up in there and smear it around inside the faucet and look at it. It's probably inside of your Keurig.
And
It looks like-
then lick it.
tastes like coffee.
You can scrape it out and put it in your coffee.
There you go.
So I guess that's why we rely on places like Cravings to make us coffee.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Official sponsor of Dad's After Dark.
Yeah, Cravings in East End. So they're typically set up there at the transmission shop across the street from
Subbing way.
from the Subbing Way and the Pizza Hut and the dango Edwards Food Giant.
I have nothing against coffee drinkers. I don't. I have something against people who pay $7 or $8 for a cup of coffee.
It's insane.
Hey,
It's ridiculous.
I paid $9 for a corn dog,
You did.
Well, that was
That
at the
was-
fair though,
and
but
you-
it's stupid.
and it's like 2.5 feet long.
Yeah, I mean, coffee can.
You're paying for the girth.
Coffee,
All right, moving on.
corn dog. So is anybody watching the CMAs right now? I've got I'm my heart's broken,
Why?
but because Carrie Underwood was my celebrity go-to. The wife had given me permission.
She was on the list.
That was my celebrity go-to.
She was the list.
Right, she was the list. She looks pretty bad right now. Like really bad. Like way skinny, Botoxed up face. Like I told everybody in the lobby a minute ago, I was like, I think I'm just going to go back to Trailer Parks and White Rain hairspray, man. Guess who that is? Miranda Lambert. Yeah.
Classy yet sassy.
That's it,
Indeed,
buddy.
sir. Delightfully tacky yet
gonna-
unrefined.
And that plug brought to you by White Rain Hairspray.
Smell the
Send it.
That is epic. Yeah, just I can't watch the CMAs, man.
I can't either, man.
It's just not.
Well,
Like-
it's all political. I was listening to the repeat of Justin Moore here on on Jetway Radio the other day, and he was talking about how political Nashville is, and a lot of those award shows are super political. It's not always the best records. It's not always the best videos. It's not always the best tour. It's who you know and
Popularity
it's what you know.
contest.
Yeah.
There's an interesting video interview of I don't know if you know who Sturgill Simpson is.
Yep.
Yep.
Love
There's
Cyril.
a very he's outside. He got press passes and all that to go and this and that. And if you get a minute, pull that up and check it out.
That's my kind of.
Well, you know, the
Sturgill.
outlaw country now is becoming
Yes.
more mainstream.
Yes. Outlaw country
Finally.
like Sturgill, Whiskey Myers, Pat Green,
Tyler
Randy Rogers,
Childers,
Tyler Childers.
Turnpike Troubadours.
Sometimes you get a little blackberry smoke in there.
I love Blackberry Smoke.
Cadillac
Yeah,
3,
dude.
man. That's my
Yeah.
that's my group.
It's
Man,
like
talking about outlaw country stuff, we went to Branson this weekend, and on the way back, we got this radio station. It's called The Outlaw 101.3.
yes,
Yep.
They play nothing but, dude, like, my jaw hit the floor whenever I heard
yeah.
it was
Hank Merle.
well, it was Good Lord Laurie from the Turnpike Troubadours and Peace and Hair Grease fam.
By Dickerson's.
And, man, my jaw hit like, dude, they're playing this on the radio. So then after that, there was a Cody Jinks song, then a
Yes.
Blackberry Smoke song,
Cody
then a
Jinks.
Tyler Childers
Yep.
song. I'm like, holy crap, this is awesome. So, I'm saying that to say this. You can live stream it. So you just go on the 101.3 The Outlaw, click
Yep.
on the live stream button, and you can listen to it. Man, it's an awesome
Well, see,
radio
I use
show.
the Pandora app quite a bit, and what I'll
Yeah.
do is I'll set it to like Whiskey Myers
Yep.
Radio or something. Like you just pick your favorite artist, and they just play a lot. Like so, Tyler Childers, Whiskey Myers, and next thing you know, you're listening to a whole lot. Every once in a while, I'm like, man, I like that song. Who was that?
Yeah,
You'll
there's an
find that and go
actual.
create a station off of that.
Yeah,
And, yeah,
there's
dude,
an
it's-
actual station called Outlaw Country.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
on Sirius XM.
So I found it. Well, there's one on Pandora too.
Oh, is
I
there?
found it today. That's what brought all this up. Was I was at a customer's house, and it was like I don't even know what they were listening to. And we do this home automation and all this stuff. So I go over to the touchpad and I'm like, do go back, find this Pandora Outlaw Country play. Got it playing through the whole house, and it was Merle and Hank and Willie and
That's what's up.
and
Waylon and Willie and
yeah.
the boys.
I mean, the first song was "A Country Boy Can't Survive." Man, I just
Nice.
I forgot I was working, started singing like I was having tryouts at Jetway.
He took his pants off and
Check
Hey.
the hat out.
oh,
Hey,
nice.
What
nice.
does mine say?
Outlaw, American Outlaw.
Same hat,
Same hat with same dude. We got it
same
from
dude,
the same person.
Mr.
Yeah.
Matt,
Man,
Mr.
awesome.
Matt Taylor.
At Country Deep, man.
Yeah, Country Deep, Section 8. Yeah, he's rocking and rolling over
Yeah,
there.
Willie, Johnny, and Waylon, man.
He's a good dude, man.
Since we're throwing plugs out, I got to throw it out there.
Plug it.
Satterfield Motors. They're man. I stopped by there today, and they're blowing through some killer deals on some cars. I know there's a lot of up and coming drivers here. So if anybody's looking for a nice,
Kind
reliable,
of scary when you think about
it is scary. But luckily, if I'm not down anybody else's used car lots, but Satterfield Motor.
The rest of them just suck. Is what you're saying.
I didn't officially say that, but I will.
You insinuated.
I will agree. You sound like my wife. You insinuated that. But so Satterfield Motors.
You said it with your
That's
eyes.
what I was just fixing to say. My mouth opened and you said what it was coming out of my mouth.
They're blowing through some killer deals on some really nice used cars, tires, free mount and balance. Go see Chad and or Brandy.
Chandy.
Yeah, not Brad and Chandy. They're
and
located at 25307 I-30. That's Bryant, Arkansas. 722. No, wait, I messed it up. 72022. Sorry.
Go get you a car.
Go get you a car.
Man, you know what? We could really use one of those here at Jetway.
Yeah, like a short bus.
Short bus.
Or like a van, but with
Yeah.
dual wheels on the back.
Jetway logo.
Jetway Uber.
Dad's After Dark logo.
Word.
What?
Speaking of,
Driver After Dark is what it is.
how about that daggum emblem out there on the window?
Surprised Hannah D didn't take it down yet.
No, I was
Man.
actually pulled up with all expectations of seeing a Moms in the Morning logo over there on the next window.
Well, they're
When you
they're
put that,
lazy.
on there, like I saw her horn starting to sprout out. Like,
Yeah.
oh god, this ain't gonna be.
What
good.
do you think holds her halo up, man?
Oh wow, a little bit of yin and yang
That's
there.
great. She's rocking it out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. We're first. We are the first radio show on Jetway Radio. We are the first one to get our logo on the door.
That means we're going to be the first one to get kicked out.
We're going to be the first one canned.
That's what's up.
We keep talking about farts.
So
we're going to get canned.
I keep saying this over and over and over, and I don't get any daggum feedback. 501-231-7440. 501-231. What's the rest of that?
7440.
Right. Y'all got that number. Text, call, something. What do y'all think about the cold? Who's deer hunting? Where's the pictures at? I want to see these youth killing deer. I want to see your deer chili recipes. Do something manly and post some dad stuff. Come on, folks.
Man, with the cold weather, what's something you guys do differently in the cold weather than you do normally?
I don't pee outside as much.
Oh, I do. I love it when it snows.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't eat the yellow snow.
Man, I just got hit in the face with a yellow snowball. It smells like pee.
That's great.
Well, I'll tell you one thing I did differently, and this is kind of controversial. I know everybody has their opinions. Are you guys ones, when it starts getting really cold outside, the pets have to come inside?
No.
See, I'm not either. I know everybody's different. This is controversial.
It's very controversial.
Here's my thing. My dogs are pampered, okay? We got big old dog houses. They're on the front. They're on the back deck. They're facing the back window, so there's a windbreaker there. I put curtains up so it breaks the wind.
Oh, nice.
I've got blankets in there, and I have a heat lamp. They are set. They are nice and toasty. But here's the thing. One of mine just had puppies.
Oh.
She's got to come in.
They had to come in.
Yeah, she's got to come in.
So
that's different.
I've got 5 puppies and a big dog in the house. Of course, the other one had to come in. So now I've got 7 dogs in my house right now.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
I hate it.
Dude.
I'm not an inside dog person. I'm just not.
No, me and the wife argue about that because she's like, "Oh my God, they're gonna die." Okay, I keep talking about deer. Has anybody ever paid attention to a deer? They are short-haired, thin-skinned,
And they make it just fine.
and they make it every year. Some of them make it up to 10 years.
Yeah.
Big, unless I shoot one of them. But still, a dog is the same way. If they stay outside, hot, cold, rain, whatever, then they are adapting. They have adapted to that part of the. Now, if they're inside all day long, and then you stick them out at nighttime and it's 30 degrees, well, guess what? There's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Because they're used to being inside. Their body has gotten used to that, and then you toss them outside. But if they're outside all the time and that's their environment, they get used to it. It's like any other animal in the wild. A coyote. A coyote ain't nothing but a wild daggum dog.
Yep.
Dang old boom.
Dang old boom, man.
Yeah.
My pops had, I don't know, 8 or 10 beagles.
Mm-hmm.
They're hunting dogs. They stayed outside. They didn't come inside.
Yep.
They all had a doghouse.
They made it just fine.
They got straw whenever it was cold, and they got water when it was hot.
Fair enough.
I mean, great. Come on. Yeah, there was some controversy that goes down about that because some people are like,
I know some people are really passionate about it.
well,
We
that's
brought
cool.
we brought the cat in, and then I got 2 inside dogs. One's way too big to be inside, but she's inside.
She's a sweetheart, by the way.
She is. She's big and dumb.
That dog beat me
With her tail?
with her tail.
She's like the perfect. You know how toddlers reach that perfect height where every
Right.
time they swing their hand, they're
Yep.
going to hit you in the,
That's
well, that's where her
exactly-
tail's at.
She got me too.
Oh, it's multiple times a day.
The dark birthday party, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm standing there and I was like, at first I felt something touch my butt. And I was like, what the heck was that? And I turned around, there was
Really?
nothing there. And I was
It's
like,
like Dylan.
Sorry.
something just touched my butt in Dylan's house.
That's what we call back bacon.
Right, it was some definitely. And then a few minutes later, she come back by and her tail, that's what it was. Her tail graced my butt as she went by, popped
Yeah.
it because she was excited about all the kiddos.
Oh, dope.
He was scared how much he liked it.
Yeah. And see, we brought the cat in, and usually, well, she's an outside cat. And she does real good at keeping the mice away and stuff, especially when I don't feed her. You need
Well,
to,
that's why she got mice.
yeah, you need to find her own food. But
Cats are resourceful, man.
They are. They're very self-sufficient.
That's the thing. Dogs, man, they need you.
Yeah.
Cats, they
No.
don't give a crap about you.
No, you can't tell a cat to do anything. You gotta ask them. And most of the time, they're gonna be like, "Nah, dude." I used to hate cats,
Cats
but I
are
really
jerks, man.
they are.
They are. I hate cats.
I hate
Callie's pretty cool though, man.
I like visiting someone like your cat. Hey, what's up, cat? Cool.
It's kind of
great.
like grandkids.
You're staying here. I'm cool with that. But I don't.
That's like somebody that has. It's like you want to have a friend that has a boat. You don't want to own a boat.
Right. So I tried a long time ago. I was like, you know what? I hate cats, but this cat needs some attention. So I go over and I'm petting it, and I'm like, oh, good kitty. Wow! Dude, it freaking attacked my hand, clawed me, bit me.
Yep.
I had to sling it across the yard. I was like, what the crap, cat?
You sent it.
Well,
That's how they show their affection.
apparently, I'm not
I
an
hate you.
affectionate person.
I love you.
So then Mary, she had she says it was her cat, but it was at her mom's house. Her mom's like, you gotta get this cat. Come get it. And I'm like, no, we're not getting a cat. And it's not happening. Well, the cat came home. And we had what we called the downstairs. It was our hangout room where we partied and played darts and pool and whatever else. That's where the cat was at. No big deal. I come home from work and my entire house reeked of the most god-awful smell I'd ever smelled in my life.
Cat pee.
And I didn't know what it was. I had no idea. I walked in, I was like, oh my God, what is that smell? And then I go downstairs and it was like somebody punched me in the face, and it was like, oh my God. And I called Mary. I'm like, oh my, what happened? Well, apparently the cat sprayed
Oh, man.
everywhere. It sprayed our camping gear. Like, I had to burn this crap. Had to get it all gone.
Yeah, you can't get that smell out.
Like, I was so mad. I grabbed the cat and I launched it out the back door. It landed on its feet like all cats do, and it ran into the woods.
He goes, ha, 8 more.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking, I was like, yeah. Where'd the cat just go? It just ran into the woods. Now what's going to happen to it? And then I
Adios.
felt bad at first, you know. And then I was like, screw it. I put some food and water out on the back porch, and it stayed outside. Like, we didn't have mice. It was cool. And
Oh,
then
yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think we kept it outside for probably a week, maybe. And then Mary contacted her aunt. I think they live up West Memphis area. And they
Yeah.
got like a big farm or something. It was like, you want a cat? It's a farm cat.
Nice.
So, yeah. Cat went to the farm and loving life up there. But, yeah, I don't do...
Went to a farm upstate.
Right, yeah. I don't do cats. Not my cats. Everybody else can have them. I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
we've had cats off and on growing up. I'm just not. Luckily / unluckily, everybody in my family is allergic to cats, so we're not getting a cat.
Yeah.
We're dog people.
Chase loves animals, and he's
Nothing
like,
wrong with that.
I want a cat. No, you don't. We don't even
Until
want
the first time he goes in there, tears up his drum set. And
Tell him he can come over to our house and clean the litter box
Right.
2 or 3 times a week, and then let him do that for a couple weeks, see if he still wants a cat.
neither one of your kids ever pooped in a litter box, did they?
I did, but they never figured it out.
I've seen videos where kids have actually pooped in the litter box because they've seen the
Really?
cat do it. Yeah, it's
I
funny.
mean, that's,
Got to teach them something. I've seen dogs poop in a toilet, so...
Yeah.
My brother was recently training his cat. He's got a cat named Chuck, and he was training his cat.
Chuck.
He was training his cat to use the toilet.
That's epic.
Yeah, I don't know. I hadn't asked him about it. I hadn't really thought about it until just now.
I mean,
but-
Mary's mom's got a cat. It's pretty cool. It poops and pees in the litter box and tends to its own and minds
Yeah.
its own business and lets Chase carry it around the house. So
See, those are the cool kind.
It's cool.
That's why I said cats don't need you.
no,
Yeah, they don't need you.
but that in turn makes us more intrigued. Like, I want you to need me.
Well, here's the thing. Like, if you were to drop dead tomorrow, your dog would freak out.
Yeah,
Your cat, after about a week or so, would probably eat you.
that's so creepy, but true.
But true. I mean, he's like, you know what? I got to eat.
Yeah,
Got to start somewhere.
gotta send it.
Neck bone.
Ugh. Well, man, we got somebody that wants to. They need to keep it down. there.
Golly, guys.
Security.
Yeah, I need a comment card.
Man.
Right.
It's getting out of control.
Yeah.
These kids up here, I swear.
Comment cards.
Watch
instructor.
this. I'm fixing to scare somebody.
Get a
Go,
cat.
go send it.
All right, I guess. Can we do the Booger and Thibodeau joke time?
Sure, you want. Oh my.
got him, guys!
You gonna send it, Dylan?
Yeah, we're gonna send it.
Who we calling? We calling Southeast Louisiana?
Man, we calling Popsy.
Popsy?
Oh, Popsy.
Is my wife here? It's like 80 degrees.
Is this all hooked up, ready to roll?
I think so. Let's try it. Let's give it a go.
I feel like my wife's here.
Golly, Zach.
70 degrees. That's off the charts. Oh,
There we go.
Roan's finging.
We'll give this thing a go. Hello.
Hey, Pop.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear us? Hit that button.
Popsy.
Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello.
And just take it off.
Hold
Oh,
on.
this thing's not working. Hold on, Popsy.
Can you hear us
Oh,
now?
I gotta redial them.
He
just
said,
calling
man,
from
I ain't
my
got time for these
You doing on
telemarketers.
yours?
Yeah. That didn't sound like him. I think I dialed the wrong number.
Hello?
Hey, Bo.
Hey, Pop.
I've answered the first time. But
Okay, that was you. All right. Yeah, our phone thing's messing up.
We blame our producer.
Our phone
It's,
thing's...
you can hear me all right now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you get to go now.
What's going on, Popsy?
Oh, everything's all right.
Is it...
Nice and chilly in Louisiana.
I was fixing to ask you that. What is it down there?
It's about 44, 45 now, but it was down in 27, 28 this morning.
Dang.
We had ice. We had ice on the fountain this morning.
I
The
love
fountain
ice.
iced up, but didn't ice up the pipes or nothing.
Well, that's good. You ain't got to cut grass no more, do you?
No, that's a good thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, Popsy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see, it's cold now, but man, it was nice and warm down there Saturday when you guys were setting fire to the tide.
Oh yeah. We rolled over them. Yeah, it was time. It was
That's
time.
my most favorite sight in the whole wide world, to see that tide get rolled up.
Oh, man, that was a good game.
Dude, and they put up a fight.
They did.
It looked like they were going to get
They did.
blown out. And,
But LSU, they better straighten up. They better start playing a full ball game, not 3 quarters. They didn't play the third quarter.
No.
They were just at the game. That's all. I mean, I thought sure that he was going to come back and beat them. And if they really messed up in the first quarter, I mean, they played bad in the first quarter, Alabama. But unless that, it might have been just reversed. But LSU's got a good team. They got a good coach. Coach O is a hell of a good guy.
Yeah, he is. So we were talking about Boudreaux and Thibodeau jokes earlier
All right.
before we got
Yeah.
started, and I was like, man, my pops has got a bunch of those.
Yeah, I got a few of them, maybe. Let's see here if I can find them.
and hit the Rolodex.
The Rolodex.
I used to know them all, but I'll get me a look.
He's like, I'm not used to doing them sober.
This one is there was a Hell's Angel riding down the road on his motorcycle last winter. He was wearing a leather jacket and had a broken zipper. He finally stopped the bike and thought to himself, man, I can't drive anymore with this cold air hitting me in the chest. So he decided that he would put the coat on backwards to block the air from hitting him. He continued driving and came to a bend in the road, lost control, and wrecked the bike right in front of Boudreaux's house. Boudreaux happened to see this, what happened, and called the state police to report the accident. The trooper on the phone asked, is the guy showing any sign of life? Well, Boudreaux told him, he was until I turned his head around the right way.
He gone.
He gone. That backwards jacket was his demise.
Yes, sir. I don't know, some of these jokes, that's another one. We're talking about state police and all this. Here in Louisiana, we have, of course, like in Arkansas, you'll have highway numbers, but we have Highway 35 and Highway 95, which passes through our little town. And when you get on the other end of town, one turns to the north, and the other goes a little bit northeast. So Boudreaux was driving down Highway 95. Then he got on 35. And when he got on 35, he was going 35 miles an hour.
Huh.
So the state police stopped him. Said, do you have your license? He said, what you stopping me for? He says, you're going too slow. He said, the speed limit is 55. No, he said, it's 35. No, he said, that's the highway number. I'm so glad you didn't catch me on 95.
That's funny. Now, was that Mimi doing that, or was that an actual Boudreaux and Thibodeau joke?
It's an actual Boudreaux. Yeah.
That's funny.
And another time, Boudreaux was going down the road, and state police gets after him. Well, he said, I ain't stopping. He just kept on going, faster and faster, till the state police got on the side of him and told him, get on the side of the road. So he did. So the state police come and said, why are you going so fast? Well, he said, yesterday I got stopped by one of your troopers, and he stole my wife, and I thought he was bringing him back.
That's good.
That's what's up right there.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Well, thanks for sharing them jokes with us.
Yeah. Let's see if I got one more. There's another one. Okay, let me think of this one. When the big aquarium in New Orleans opened, Boudreaux told Thibodeau, he said, let's go to the big fish bowl in New Orleans. He says, see the fish and see the aquarium. Thibodeau said, oh, no, I don't like to go to these big cities. He said, that's not for me. But he said, if you want to go, go. So Boudreaux decided that he would go to New Orleans, to the aquarium. Went out there, parked his car, went to the aquarium. Come back, couldn't find his car. Couldn't remember where he had parked. Well, he said, let me call Thibodeau. So he called Thibodeau. He said, Thibodeau, yeah. He said, Boudreaux, where you at? He said, I'm in New Orleans. He said, I'm lost. I can't find my car. He said, where you at? He said, I'm in New Orleans. Yeah, but he said, which street you on? Oh, he said, let me walk to the corner here and see. Oh, he said, Thibodeau, he said, I want to walk and don't walk.
Dang. That's funny.
You know, they were simple guys.
Yeah.
When they started shooting for the moon, the rockets, they decided they wanted to try to make a rocket to go to the moon. So Boudreaux told Thibodeau, he said, let's make us a rocket and we'll go to the moon. So Thibodeau said, how the hell are we going to do that? He said, we're going to make us a rocket. What are we going to make that with? He says, wood. He said, wood. Yeah. Oh, he said, man. He said, we can go to the moon. He said, it's going to burn. The sun's going to burn. Oh, he said, that's no problem. He said, we'll go at night.
They were simple, huh? That's awesome.
I love it.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for sharing all that with us, Pop. That's good stuff, man.
All right.
I feel like enlightened now.
But I'm looking for the book of Boudreaux and Thibodeau, but I can't find it. But I'm sure they have one. I think they used to have one, but I'll get a book and I'll try to get it to you.
Okay,
so you
cool.
can have fun with it. Yeah,
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Well, thanks for being a part of the show again, Paul. We appreciate that.
Okay. All right. Thank y'all for calling. I appreciate it.
All right.
Bicycle.
Bye, Popsy.
Have a good night, Pop.
Same to y'all. Thank you, folks.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Dude, Popsy's awesome.
He's a trip, man.
Man, if he gets that book to you, man, you gotta have to read the jokes in his voice.
Well, I was gonna try to find one between last week and this week and send it to him and just tell him, man, about 9:20, 9:30, just call in with a joke, read it, and go on from there. It'd be a Boudreaux and Thibodeau book study.
There you go. Man, speaking of jokes, I got one for you.
Uh-oh.
What do you get from sitting on the ice too long? Polaroids.
That's messed up. That was cold.
Oh, nice. That's funny.
Why did the man's ex-wife serve his dinner cold? Or serve his dinner frozen, sorry.
Why?
Sorry, I messed that joke all up. Sorry. Why did the man's blonde ex-wife serve the dinner frozen? because she said revenge is a dish best served cold.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's a blonde joke.
Don't eat
and
it.
it's cold. And it's cold.
That is pretty cold, man.
Don't eat it.
Need some ice for
Golly,
that
I
burn.
messed that one all up.
Dang. Crucial.
Anyways,
Trying to find my wife a jacket. Y'all talking all this cold stuff. I'm looking at.
yeah, you were looking at ones with like electric heaters and stuff in them.
I'm trying to find like
Are you really
one
gonna-
that she can disappear in. She just looks like the Loch Ness monster when she walks
What size does she wear?
in. Medium.
size
okay.
warm?
Yeah, sounds super hot.
I got a couple of heated ones just laying around that
Really?
like just in the box. Yeah,
Huh.
I'll see what size it is.
I may have to check them out.
Yeah,
See if they're girly enough to keep her warm.
I mean it's heated. How
I
girly?
thought
can...
about getting a daggum Milwaukee jacket because they got those 12-volt jackets that's got the
Yeah.
heater packs in them.
No, this one's like that.
Well, sweet. Buy me a 2X while you're at it.
10-4, bud.
Word.
10-4,
I
bud.
just had Brian Irwin give me a free compound bow that was in
Really?
the back of his truck, and I was like, sure, I'll take it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll take a jacket.
Heck yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Better wax the strings for you use it.
Yeah.
that's not a metaphor, is it?
No.
'Kay.
No, I'm gonna tell you the worst thing in the world to do is to pull a daggum bow back and the strings bust on you.
See, I don't know anything about bows. I've never shot a bow, but
Oh.
Ben all of a sudden is getting into archery at school, and he's digging it.
I will tell you this.
What's up, Hannah D?
This is something that they may or may not have taught him, but when he is shooting, you don't hold a straight arm.
Mhm.
You hold it. You don't grip it this way. You grip it this way.
Yep.
And what that does is that takes your forearm
Out of the equation.
out of the equation.
Yep.
If not, it hurts really bad.
Well, they've got at school. They've been doing it in PE class, and they've just had archery tryouts. And the guy that came in to help assist, the gym teacher had to go through an actual instruction class.
Right.
It was like 3 weeks of training for doing that, and then she brought in a guy who is a Army Reserve, and that's what he does is he teaches bows, and he's taught the kids everything as far as technique goes to tuning their own bows and the strings, and it's been pretty cool. And Ben's picked it up pretty well. He's kind of a natural at it.
That's awesome. I like shooting bow. I need to go shoot a bow.
Ezra really enjoys it, man. We got you can go to like Bass Pro Shop or Academy, and they got. I mean, they're decent for a kid's bow.
Oh,
man,
yeah.
and you can get the.
Well, and that's what Brian Irwin just gave me. It was
Oh, okay,
it's got
cool.
a 7-pound strength on it.
Yeah.
Holster. The one Ben's shooting at school has got a 20-pound strength on it.
But
Dang,
his
he
ain't a
pulls-
compound, is it? Is this just straight bow?
No, it's a compound, but it's a Genesis bow.
Right.
And it's kind of a hybrid, I guess, is what you would get at. So it's not just a straight bow and arrow, but it's got the pull strength on it. It's got it, so a kid can actually do it.
My wife's messing with my emotions right now. She just posted on Facebook and said she set the air to
Nice
heat
and
to-
toasty.
to
I thought you
80.
were gonna say she cooked dinner.
Negative.
That'd be nice and
No.
toasty too.
Right. It'd be way toasty.
Real
She
toasty.
got the heat set to 80 right now.
Oh my God, poor Chase.
I'm gonna pour him nothing.
Is he sleeping outside?
Oh, Chase, she's got him. I think she's like feeding him or like taking iron out of his diet or something so he
he's
can be
always
cold
cold.
too. So
Oh,
she's got
God.
a partner in crime.
Man, your wife and my wife should get together, man, because she's always so cold.
Yeah, like I'm sitting there, like I walked into the camper. Oh my God, we got the camper down in the woods, and I walked into the camper the other day, and it was 72 degrees.
What?
That was bad. Like my face instantly got hot, and I was like, "This is a very small enclosed space. It should never be over 70."
Yeah,
Ever.
set it on 68 and let her bomb.
And roll with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, but I was cold. Yeah, now I'm dying. I had to go back.
God,
I had to
dude.
like go outside and freeze.
Golly.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Debo.
Debo.
Yeah.
Debo!
Love you, Debo.
I bet you a $10 bill right now that her bedroom window is open. Yeah.
Anybody need an Echo Dot?
How much?
No.
$25 a piece.
How much are they normally?
2 for $45 is what she's selling. It's a friend of mine, so they're legit.
I don't want no government listening to me in my house. By God,
It's cool, man.
I'm
Just
out.
Think about the cool stuff we can tell them.
Yeah, and your Echo Doc can it can testify against you in court.
Yeah. Bring.
Yeah, I'm
Scared.
out. No fingerprints, no evidence, dude.
They may make a daggum sitcom about my house. It'd be great. It'd be like the Jeffersons all over again.
I would love to pull feed from like 2,000 of these and just find the farts. You know what I mean? Just burp, burp,
Just make a song.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think we could do it. Sing the national anthem. But
Dueling farts.
It's like the salute your shorts.
that's epic.
Oh, man.
That's great. So, you can tell by the way the phone lines are blowing up that nobody's listening.
Yeah.
I know we got at least
Never-
one listener.
Rodney.
Yeah, Rodney.
Yeah,
Rodney.
Rodney.
He's sitting on the front porch right now.
I don't know. It's probably cold.
Oh,
Drinking
he's on the
sweet
front
tea,
Yeah,
listening to the crickets,
probably.
wondering why we're talking about him.
Because we love.
Yeah.
One of the two. Ding, ding.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fixing to get something.
But no, dude, I don't love wintertime. Like, I don't like 12-degree weather.
Get out of my
Get
way.
it, Shane.
Yeah, send that.
Send that. Grandpappy over there. Get out of my way.
Yeah, you're on my grass.
Get off my lawn.
Well, but I don't like freezing cold weather, but I love fall, man. Like,
Oh,
if it-
fall's awesome,
like
dude.
55 to 60 outside all day long. I love it. I like in the 30s to 40s at nights. I'm
I
happy.
told
Look
you.
there.
He said, get off my lawn.
Let's see what it says.
Tractor.
Oh,
Yeah, he deleted it.
what?
He sent us a picture.
Put your clothes on, Rodney. Dang.
Come on,
That's
man.
probably not even Rodney, huh?
Oh, it's my wife.
Oh, heck.
And it's,
our other listener.
Yeah, it's a picture of a cat behind the Keurig.
Oh, heck. That's
not ours.
double trouble.
It said one of my friends just posted this on Facebook. She got home and flipped on the lights to find this, but she doesn't have a cat.
That's
Oh.
hilarious.
Even better.
She's about to not have a Keurig.
Ugh.
What?
That's unbelievable.
I think Rodney just texted and said, I love y'all too.
Yeah, buddy.
Thanks for calling in, Rodney.
Yeah, Rodney. Better yet, why are you not sitting here? We have an open mic.
Yeah.
Sure.
What he
He
said.
didn't get the invite.
Oh, did you not invite him?
I didn't.
Oh,
Not this time.
Dylan, did you not invite him?
No.
So
I
what
didn't
about
know.
what about on Thanksgiving? What's everybody doing?
Man, to be honest, I just found out today my mom is going to my aunt's house, and they're having a vegan Thanksgiving.
What?
What?
She's Muslim. My aunt is married a Muslim.
So?
This is
Turkey's not pork?
And so
dang.
they do all veg. So she's going over there for that. My brother and his wife are going to Jacksonville with
cool.
with his in-laws, and we're not going up until Friday, the Friday after Thanksgiving, to my wife's in-laws. So we're not doing anything on Thanksgiving right now.
We're gonna
It's
be
weird.
we're gonna be in Katy, Texas, down to my dad's. We're gonna do some. We always go for Thanksgiving. We're gonna do some saltwater fishing while we're down there.
word.
Yeah, we're gonna take the kids out there, get them on some specks and some flounders. You know, I was thinking. You said vegan Thanksgiving. What if they made like like a Jello mold of a turkey, but it's all made out of tofu? Gross.
It'd be a tofu.
A toe turkey.
Never mind. I can't say what I was going to say.
A tofuian turkey.
Yeah, it's like a turducken, but a turf.
It's a
Um,
it's a
a tofu.
it's a turfulia.
It will fool you because it's like spam. It means stuff posing as meat.
Oh my God.
I might have to holler at Mr. Steve Bricky and see what they're doing for Thanksgiving. I might have to
We're,
invite myself.
We're going to Branson.
Yeah.
Are you?
We spend every Thanksgiving. Well, for the past, I don't know, 5 or 6 years,
Y'all go to the Dixie Stampede?
we do.
Man,
That Dolly Parton feeds us Thanksgiving dinner.
That's
Dude,
not bad.
that
No.
soup.
It's a good meal.
That soup is amazing.
We went there this last weekend and we
Yes.
brought back the soup. And between those and those, dude, I want to get about 3 dozen of those Cornish game hens and put them on the smoker.
Yes.
I think Debo just texted into the Dads After Dark page. She said, "Oh, she's listening. Wow." Well, she does listen to every show. She's a huge supporter.
Love you, Debo.
Shout out to Debo.
Debo!
Debo came with us to Brant's as well. A lot of firsts. She never drove a go-kart ever until this last weekend.
Nice.
And me and Ezra smoked her on the go-kart, dude.
Obviously. See,
Oh, we sent it. And then let's see what else was there.
those things are rigged, man. Those dual go-karts are faster.
Well, this one had boost on it too.
Ah.
Oh yeah. And then she played laser tag with us, but she did say window is open and 2 fans are on, and air vent is closed.
That is my kind of house right
It's
now.
it's only like 40 degrees in her house.
Epic. That's what blankets are for.
You sleep
See,
so good.
Like
in
I
cold
sleep with the
weather.
fan on, and the fan's blowing. It's about 67 in my house, 66 somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
I sleep out from underneath the covers, and I don't wear much. Let's just put it at that.
See,
Play
I
that.
was telling somebody earlier, they're talking about deer hunting. I have gotten some of the best sleep ever in my deer stand.
Freezing cold.
Yes. Love it.
When
Love
it gets that cold outside and I fall asleep, sometimes I wet my pants.
It's okay.
Is
It
it?
doesn't go far.
Yeah, but
Gotta stay warm somehow.
Popsicle.
it's warm for a minute.
And then it gets really cold.
Real cold. It's a peacicle.
It's a peacicle.
Man, you know, speaking of which, as you get older, things don't work like they should, like they used to.
Explain, please.
I was at work the other day,
Oh, far from
and I'm sitting over here working, and I'm like, okay, here in the next few minutes, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom. And then it just like hit me like a ton of bricks. I go, OS. I'm like, and I just took off running. and I'm in the middle, and it's in the middle of our dinner rush. We're getting our butts kicked, and I just kind of threw stuff on the table. I'm like, I gotta go. Took off running. Got back, and like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I almost pooped myself.
No bueno.
You don't get as much warning when you as you get older. I know Grandpappy can testify for that.
Yeah, sometimes I can run.
Depends.
It depends.
It could have been.
But no, when
I wouldn't have had to run so fast.
when you're in your 20s, you get plenty of time. You get plenty of notice.
I don't know, man.
It just it kind of goes away.
That ordeal's about a twice a month thing, and you know it. Sometimes I don't make it.
It's all good.
Gotta send it wherever you're at, right?
You gotta send it. Gotta send in where you fit in, bud.
Socks are multi-purpose.
See, I hate it when I'm driving and it just hits me like that. Especially when you're in the middle of nowhere.
I've actually done
bad.
that one time, and I got pulled over, and it's like I got pulled over because I was trying to get home. Like, it was, I was sick, and I
You
was
don't
trying
understand. I
to go to
gotta.
work. And no, I was getting it. I was flying. I'm doing like 80 headed down Salem Road, and Sling County pulled me over, and I had the window down, and I'm like head out the window trying to explain to him that it's time for me to go home. And he comes up to the car, and he looked at me, and he goes, "Have a good day." He didn't even say nothing. He
knew.
He knew when, the moment he got to the car. He was like, "Oh, okay, this is not
Nice.
good." And I bailed. I mean, gone. It was embarrassing, and it was.
Well, you know, I had one similar to that. Not the same idea, but when Ben was about, I don't know, 6 months old, we were coming back from somewhere, and we got almost to the house, and next thing you know, Ben just starts screaming bloody murder. It is, I mean, there was no pacifying him. He was hungry. We didn't have food. He had to be fed. He is screaming his freaking head off. I'm flying down Germania, and I live not far from there, and there's nobody behind me. There's nobody. I'm flying. I get to almost to my road, blue lights.
Oh,
I
man.
turn on my road. Cop walks up to the window, starts trying to talk to me. I can't hear a word he's saying. Ben is screaming so loud. And he finally kind of leaned in. He's like, "You live right here?" I said, "I live right there." He said, "Have a good night."
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm out.
Bicycle.
I'm out.
Yep, bicycle. Yeah, it's I'm still sitting here. I'm shopping on Amazon, sending my wife pictures of jackets. What do you think about this? Christmas shopping.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of.
I told her, I was like, I'll send you the link. You approve it, and then I'll order it.
There you go.
And Merry Christmas. We don't give each other, like, we might give each other one surprise, but we are both terrible. I'll buy something. I'll hold it for like 2, maybe 3 hours.
Here, I got you
Hey,
this.
look, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
It's January.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
My bad.
Well, see, you know that I had that kind of a similar story when I proposed. I bought the ring about a week before Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Knew it was gonna. She couldn't have been that surprised. She picked out a road ring, but she did it like a month or two before. We just kind of looked, and I kind of went with the one that she really liked. And to her credit, it wasn't the super expensive one. It wasn't the cheapest, but
Nice.
it was reasonable.
Yeah.
And so I went and bought it that same day. I swear to you, that afternoon, I had plans a week from then. Valentine's Day, I had it all planned out. I all had it worked out. That afternoon, we got into the biggest fight we'd ever been in.
No kidding.
And as we're making up, I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I don't care. Fight's over. You win. Take the stupid ring. Shut up.
Dang.
It's the only. It's
Right
the,
now.
It's the only argument in the entire 15 years we've been together. I won.
Up top.
I had one card to play. I played it.
You played it very well, sir. Looks like it worked out good.
Since then, I've yet to win an argument.
You know, neither.
Every once in a while, you just got to get that in there.
Well, I've yet to win an argument because they have these things called tiers.
Right?
You thought I was gonna say something else, didn't you?
No, I jumped on her the other day. I was like, woman, I swear to God, if you ever talk to me like that again, I was like, we're going to have issues that you don't want. And there was silence. She was still asleep. She didn't hear a word I said.
You won that one, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, she didn't. She was silent. I was like, that's what
You left her speechless.
I slammed the door and everything when I walked out of the room. It's like, yeah, take that.
I got the last word in finally.
No, she's we argue about once or twice a day, maybe.
An hour.
Pretty typical marriage, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Dylan. By the way, these two have the weirdest foreplay I've ever seen in my life.
What happened?
Excuse me?
Where'd that
We
video
were
come from?
we were on the baseball field. Shane decided, you know what? Mary was yelling at him about something, so he's like, "Whatever, Mary, you come coach." So he let her come coach.
Nice. How'd she do?
He let her coach. Well, we were going to lose anyways. But he let her coach for about a half an inning, and he had to jump back in.
Actually, we won that game.
Yeah, we did win that game.
We did win that game. Sure enough. But
It's because you jumped back in.
Right.
Yeah. And anyways, at one point, Mary's over here on coaching first base. Shane's coaching third base, and they're yelling across the field at each other.
Oh, my God.
And they came off the field and said, "You guys have the weirdest foreplay I've ever seen."
People love
They
it.
were just insulting each other from across the field. It was hilarious.
I hate your face.
Shane, what the heck are you doing?
It's like, what's your mom doing?
Oh, God.
Yeah. I ain't scared. Either one of them.
Send it.
It's funny, though. That was cool. So, we're doing basketball. Because we do basketball every year. So, I say that last year and this year.
It's a second annual.
Right. But, so, we'd already signed up for basketball. And then I get a text message like last Wednesday or Tuesday, and it was like, it's from Michael, which is the coach of the East Enders. And he was like, dude, we could really use you coaching. And I was like, no, you can't. I do not know basketball. I know dribble, pass, foul, and the bench.
I did it 1 year.
Yeah, I can play basketball, but if you want to know who the center is, I hope he's the one standing in the middle of the court, because I don't know. But so I was like, I said, man, they really want me to coach. And Mary was like, well, do it. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do a good job. I mean, I don't know basketball. She was like, I'll do it. And I was like, fine. So I responded back. I was like, we're in. Mary's coaching basketball.
There you go.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble. But yeah, Mary's going to coach basketball. It's pretty cool. I'm going to be her assistant.
Jetway Radio Dads After Dark. Who's this?
This is Nancy. Who am I talking to?
Hi, Nancy.
What are you still doing awake?
Who is this?
Huh? This is Outlaw.
Oh, is Outlaw Shane?
That possibility.
Grandpappy.
What's up?
Ask the Outlaw what he did for his mother-in-law this afternoon.
Oh, I found her phone for her
Oh, did you?
remotely. Yeah, there's this little app called Find Your iPhone.
Uh-huh.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. She called and was like,
I had to give him with my Apple password, and all of a sudden that phone started ringing, and
it was me.
and he found it. He said it was in my house. I panicked. I didn't know where I'd left it. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, now she's giving me that information. I can track her everywhere she goes.
I bet it was in the last place she looked.
It was not. She couldn't find it.
I called it myself, and it didn't ring. And all of a sudden
Oh.
I started ringing when he did it. I don't know what he did, but it was amazing anyway. I don't understand this stuff, but anyway.
Yeah, blew her mind. I keep some of those secrets. I just got to keep to myself.
I asked him if he knew exactly where it was. He said no, but he knew it was in my house somewhere.
I seen her iPad too. Her iPad was still at home too. Yeah. She'd come back to the store.
I just want to tell you that he's real smart in order to be able to track my phone.
Yeah, thank you for that.
He's a real smart.
Have a good night.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
That was sweet. Your mother-in-law dropping you a plug like that.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? She does good for us. She does good for us. She takes care of us.
That's cool.
So if,
Oh,
if
fancy
all I
Nancy.
got to do is get on my old iPhone and do a little technical work and find her iPhone. Yeah, she couldn't find it. She unloaded some stuff into the back bedroom and set the phone down on some stuff. She's like, I think I might have left it at Barnes and Noble. And I'm like,
Is that in your bedroom?
Yeah. And I was like, well, give me your Apple ID, and I'll see if I can't find it. And, of course, find my iPhone app. And at first it scared me because it said it was offline. I was like, oh, great. Someone's done stole it, turned it off. So I started hitting, you can make it play sounds. I can make it play sounds from my phone on her phone. So I was like hitting all these buttons, making it play sounds. And then I called it, and she answered. Found it.
I found my phone.
Yep, there it is. So, anyway.
Well, that's a good story. Well, you know what? It's 9:57. We got about 30 minutes left in the show. We're going to take a quick 3-minute break. In the meantime, let's listen to Harley Freeman's new one called Dreams. Go download it. It's on iTunes. And that was Harley Freeman with Dreams. Man, you gotta go download that one.
That's a good tune.
Gotta send it.
Gotta send it.
Gotta send it.
Hey, so Hannah told me that the Cravings will be here at 5:30, not 6.
Oh, my wife will like that.
Yeah, so
be happy. I think she's got to leave here right around then.
I know Paige will be out there waiting on him to finish plugging in.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's a coffee junkie, dude.
Yeah. So
she's gonna bring her own IV.
Yeah.
So yeah, if anybody's in the area of Jetway tomorrow night, passing by whatever the Cravings, I guess is that considered a food truck?
It's a food truck. It's a food truck.
Food trailer, maybe.
Yeah, it's a vendor. It's a vendor.
Yeah, it's a vendor. Yeah, Cravings will be here tomorrow night, 5:30 till whenever they leave. I'm not sure. I didn't catch all the details.
Till they stop getting business, obviously.
Yeah,
Whenever they want to.
It's it'll be cool. I may slide down here just to buy something.
Well, we'll be here. Come hang out.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
Well, speaking of Jetway and speaking of being here tomorrow night, and we got a lot of kids up here getting ready for tour auditions this weekend. It's a big deal. I know all three of us have kids that are trying out. I've got two trying out.
Nice.
And Jacob's in bed. I know. They would not break my heart if they don't both make it. Because I'm already going to have to take out a second mortgage on the house just to be able to put them on tour. So
Yeah.
It gets expensive.
yeah, imagine being the Dowlers. Oh my God.
I mean, yeah, it gets
Thank
expensive.
God Brad's made of money.
It's a little pricey. I don't have to post this since I'm talking about it, but I'm wanting to do like an Americana themed wall in the living room.
Yeah.
Mary wants to get rid of that tan color and paint it up like an off-white or an antique white. And then so I'm wanting to do a little Americana theme. But we've got a buddy of mine, got two buddies, Brent and Brad Staten. But
Both of them.
Both of them.
Both of them.
One of them's doing metalwork, one of them's doing woodwork, and they're
Nice.
both dadgum awesome at what they do. But got this big, it's like a 3 foot
We need sponsors.
3 foot by 4 foot flag made out of wood.
That's fantastic.
Kind of antique looking a little bit, but it's going to be pretty sweet. I want to take out a little bit of dollars and hand it over his way. But yeah, y'all go check him out on Facebook. Go Staten Woodworks. He'll hook you up with something cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's cool stuff. But so hey, I want to my brother. I just tried to call out the police.
Oh,
See,
so we get police tip of the day.
I don't know what he's going to say.
He's probably chasing somebody down.
My brother's one of those guys you don't put on speakerphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a few of those.
Why didn't this talk? Oh, volume was down. That's smart. Let's try this again.
Remember.
It's going to have to be next week. Police tip of the day rescheduled.
We have postponed police tip of the day. It's been rescheduled. He's finna go sleep because he's getting up. I'm a little jelly right now.
It's kind of grumpy.
No, he was about to go to bed. That's what happens
Oh.
when prayers get tired or are tired. We get a little
Grumpy?
Nancy, yeah. But
I've seen it firsthand.
daggum, he is getting to go down to, I think he said West Texas or something. He's going hunting in Texas this weekend.
Oh, I saw he put that on the face page.
Man, that's jacked. I didn't get the invite. I couldn't win no way. No, dude, that's cool though. He's gonna get to go to. I want to go to Missouri and go hunting, but I say he's a buddy. He's a Facebook friend. There's a difference, I guess. But I mean, I'm sure we'd be buddies if we hung out because he's a pretty cool cat. But one of our Facebook friends, he does a lot of hunting, South Texas and stuff like that. And he posts some monsters, but
There's a lot of deer down there.
so let's all hope little Timmy goes down there to Texas and bags him a big old 30-point buck.
30.
Bring us some meat, dude.
Yep.
But yeah,
Bring the meat.
I mean we'll get some meat. I'm gonna have that this weekend.
You said 30 like Pops did.
oh 30-point buck.
Man, 30-point buck right
That's
there.
what's up right there. Well, I gotta tell him real quick. Well, I did.
And again, I'm not a hunter, man, but I love deer meat.
Deer meat's good,
Love
man.
Deer meat.
Man, you take that old back strap, slice it up, sandwich it between some jalapenos and some cream cheese, and
So,
wrap it in bacon and
Texas
throw that bad
size
boy on the
10-4.
grill. Yes, sir. Can I
Oh,
get
yeah.
a dang old boom, man?
Debo makes some pretty good fried deer, dude. It's
That
pretty
old
good.
deer steaks
fried
with
meat.
some
Oh, yeah.
fried taters and some gravy is where it's at, man.
Yeah.
So, Outlaw, what did Chase think of the deer woods?
He loves it. And right now, like I'm a little, I ain't gonna say emotional. I just got a lot of emotions flowing right now with deer hunting this year because I was raised in the deer woods. My grandparents raised me. We typically were always in a camp with a lot of families and a lot of camaraderie. Whoa, how do you say that word?
What?
Camaraderie? Is that right?
Camaraderie.
Yeah. People hanging out, kicking it. Old folks telling lies, young folks believing the lies.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. You know, they cut your shirt tail if you missed a deer and rub blood on your face when you killed the first. I mean, there was a lot of. It was cool. It was really cool. Some of y'all were like, what the crap kind of deer hunting
They didn't
y'all
actually do that?
Yeah, it happened.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they would put their finger in blood and just kind of rub it under your eyes.
Baptized in blood.
Yeah. So we're at this new lease. It's a family-run lease. They've had this place for 40, I think he said 44 years. They've been hunting the same property, same family, and they bring some outsiders in. But there's kids down there, and you it's crazy. You come down this little gravel road, and you turn in, and you're driving through the woods, and then just boom, it opens up, and there's these little cabins and campers and this big camp area that, you know, they've got a big food tent that they've got cooktops and stuff in. So like the other Saturday night, I believe they cooked everybody in the camp burgers, and
Nice.
we had burgers and chips. But it's a big family atmosphere. So there's kids Chase's age. Clayton Smith.
Yeah.
So Clayton Smith is down there, and his little brother Austin. There's some other kids there, but they're just being boys, man. And so that means a lot. It's kind of brought out a little bit in me because I didn't have a dad. I had my granddaddy. So I'm getting to experience that whole father-son thing with hunting and whatnot, on top of getting to relive some of the stuff my grandparents put me through hunting. So it's
That's pretty cool.
it's been great, man.
And
I'm
you're
enjoying it.
you're only a couple of years from taking your grandkid.
Right. I swear to God. I'm gonna stab somebody.
It's funny
was
because
good.
it's funny because it's true.
Yeah.
It's a good thing, man.
Yeah. Get to double trouble, man.
Yeah.
I mean, on the downside, I mean, you're young with a grandkid.
Yeah, it's cool.
But on the plus side, you're young enough to get to enjoy having a grandkid.
Chase loves it. We saw them pigs when they came in on us, and I mean, he lit up, but he's shut up.
He just changed the
Real quick.
Right. Yeah, hunting's been good, man. We're excited. I'm excited. The wife's excited. So.
She gets in on it, man. She
She told
puts
Holly the other night. She said we can't go shopping this weekend because we're going to be in the deer woods.
Wow.
Word.
Wow. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
I mean, I don't care how much stuff she burnt in the kitchen this week.
That kind of this
Yeah.
week. Now, last week's a different story, dude. You don't get a pass on that.
Oh yeah, and
You only get
then
one mulligan.
Yeah.
Mary just reminded me. So talking about the whole family thing up there, Clayton's grandpa has adopted Chase, family wise, and he's Chase's grandpa now.
That's awesome.
So 'cause
Nice.
Chase don't have a grandpa.
That's fantastic.
Chase does not have a grandfather, and that, oh God, that kind of hurts my feelings when I think about it. Because again,
Well, very similar to my kids. I think my dad's listening, but my dad moved to the Philippines about 5 years ago, and of course my dad's still alive. He's just not around.
Right.
I can be gentle about what I say because I think he's listening. But I love my dad. I'm glad he's happy. But again, 5 years without my kids don't have a grandfather on that side.
Yeah.
And then my wife's dad is around. We see him about once a month.
Yeah.
And so it would be nice if your grandparents, like your kids get to see at least her side of the family.
Yeah.
Regularly.
Oh yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
I mean that's good to have.
It is. And we make trips. Like we'll make one or two a year, and then they'll make one or two a year. My family back home and stuff. And what's bad is like you're talking about going a while without your kids seeing your grandkids. Like you can't get onto your kids in front of a grandparent that hasn't seen that grandkid in a while because they're like,
pay.
oh my God,
They can do no wrong.
No, like, so Zayla's up there hanging from the ceiling fan slinging crawfish everywhere, and I'm like, Zayla's not. And Mom's like, oh, but sweet little baby, I haven't seen her. Like, you man, that's
Little
whatever.
angel.
What do you mean he busted the back window out of the truck? Leave that kid alone.
Yeah, she is an angel. You stop that. Yeah, if that was me doing that, you'd have choke slammed me, Mom.
Twice.
Man, speaking of Zayla, man, is she ready for auditions? She got her piece ready?
She does, man. We got we got a PA for the house. We got it in about 2 weeks or so ago, and we hooked everything up, let her sing through her mic and stuff, and it sounds pretty good.
So you guys are in a situation very similar to where we were at the year before, where Ben Zayla didn't try out, obviously, but where Ben tried out, didn't make it the first year.
Yeah.
We went on a bunch of these tour stops, got to see all these other kids do it, and he's like, man, I want that. I want to do it. I want to do it.
Yeah.
So she was kind of in the same path. She got to see that, and all of her friends
Yep.
are on tour, people she knows, and
I hope I hope she does well and stuff, and
I think she will.
Yeah. It's just
It's nerve-wracking.
It is.
It is.
It is. I'm probably more nervous about it than she is.
Right.
Really. She's just like, yeah, it's cool, whatever.
Yeah, that's what's the deal with these kids. I'm not going to sit here and say they don't care, but they're just like, whatever, bro.
Or maybe we used to be that laid back,
Well, I
and
think
we just got old.
I think Ben is more. We were talking today, and we got up in the lobby earlier, and he had to do a mock audition with Micah, and Paige was up there, and
Nice.
both Pages, Paige Warner and your wife,
Yeah.
and so he had to kind of do a little mock audition and perform and sing for them. He's done this hundreds of times now. This is the third time he's auditioned. He's been on stage. I honestly believe it's much easier for these kids to get up and perform in front of 1,000 people than it is 3.
Yeah.
I get it. It's nerve-wracking. I understand it.
Well, and, a lot. I guess like whenever you go and play in front of a whole lot of people in a different state or whatever, it's like, man, I know these people, but the rest of these people, whatever.
Well, a lot of times they get on stage and the lights hit them and whatnot. They can't see the crowd.
Yeah.
Right.
So
It's just, they're
right.
resilient. Like I told Ben earlier, I was like, you know what? Because he walked away, the shyness walked away, and he kind of, tucked his head under Daddy's arm, and I was like, look, lift your head up, man. Stick your chest out. You just did something that nobody in this room can do.
Yeah.
And that's stand up in front of a group of people and sing.
yeah,
I mean,
and it's hard for him because he's so used to hiding behind an instrument.
you're automatically,
Ben dig it.
you are asking people to judge you
Yeah,
with no regard of whatever. It's like, bring it. So kudos to Ben. Kudos to
just all these kids.
every
man.
one of them for
Anyone
like,
that's signed up on that list.
Yeah.
I mean, that requires a set right there. Come on.
they're
Yeah.
fixing to get surprised. They're
I
fixing
second that, sir.
they're fixing to step in front of people they don't know, or maybe we don't even know who's going to be in there judging them, but they're just going to go in there and do their thing. But
It's typically somebody who doesn't know them and doesn't really have an association with the studio.
right. Well, somebody said something earlier tonight about not knowing what to expect in the auditions, and I told them, I said, don't expect anything. Go in there, be you, have fun, and whatever happens is going to happen.
And get up there and send it.
Right.
Send it.
Send it.
And if they look at you funny, just say, dang, oh, boom.
Yeah.
And then they'll laugh, and then you'll forget why they were looking at you funny. So,
Yeah, I doubt most of the kids are listening, man. But if you are, just get up there and have fun. And to the parents that are listening, just let your kids be kids.
yep, let them have fun.
Don't put too much pressure on them. I mean, they've worked months and months and months. Let them get up there and be themselves. If they're not ready, they're not ready.
Yeah.
If they are ready, it'll show.
That's
You can't force something that's not
great
there.
advice.
Yeah. And I sent a thing yesterday, and they didn't read it on the air, but it's a quote that I've kind of learned to live my life, and I passed it down to Ben. I say it to him all the time.
Shut up! I'm just kidding.
Quit acting like your dang mother. But no, I tell him all the time. We've got several different quotes. Number one, every time he tells me, "Hey, it's hard," I'm like, Ben, what do I tell you all the? It's supposed to be hard,
Yeah.
and it's always hard until it's easy. And the
Wow.
other thing I always tell him is, failure is not the end; it's the beginning of your next success story.
Yeah.
And that's the way you just got to look at it.
That's nothing.
Everybody
nothing
fails,
true,
man. We all suck it up at some point.
Oh yeah.
But it's
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that doesn't define who you are.
No, you're right, man. Dave Grohl, drummer for the singer for the Foo Fighters, drummer for Nirvana. He wrote this little.
Rock Jesus.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love Dave Grohl.
Oh, he's awesome, man. But he wrote this thing up, and he was talking about, how you're supposed to play in somebody's crappy garage with crappy equipment and just completely suck. You're supposed to.
That's so you can appreciate.
Yeah, exactly, man. You can't let your highs get too high and your lows get too low, and especially with music. I mean, that's something that nobody can ever know everything about. There's always something different, always something new to learn, so it's hard to just think you can just walk up in there and send it.
No joke. And, and I've ingrained something in Ben since day one, and I've been slowly doing it with Jacob, too. You're not special. I tell him all the time, you're not special. You have no natural talent. You're not super gifted. You want something, you're going to have to work harder.
Right. And you can't
And
appreciate.
he lives by that now, and I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah,
you
that's
can't
good,
appreciate something until you know what it's like not to have it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, growing up,
Indoor plumbing.
right?
Right?
Having to poop on the side of the road.
I still open a door out of habit, man.
Guys, no joke. Speaking of indoor plumbing, my toilet was down in the house for 3 days. Jacob pooped in a bucket one day.
Nice.
And
Round of applause.
bucket went outside and got washed out with a water hose.
There you go.
But that's
great.
what we had to do.
Yeah.
Because you remember I texted you and I was having problems with fixing that toilet.
Yeah.
I finally got it.
Did you?
Man, that bolt was so rusted out. There was no getting it off with the screwdriver.
How'd you get it?
I had to cut it.
Saw.
Really?
I had to saw it off.
Put a new ring on it. Drop a new bolt kit. You
Yep.
can buy that at Home Depot.
That was an easy fix.
Yeah,
it
real
was
easy.
It was a real easy fix. It was very difficult to get that bolt
Yeah,
off.
because if you ain't careful, you will break the porcelain.
Yep.
And then you got about
I broke
150.
I broke the freaking rotary saw,
That's awesome.
Oh,
and I had to get a new part to fix the rotary saw.
Get one of them.
That's why it took so long.
That's why you need one of those. We call it a multi-tool, but it's a vibrating, and they're loud and they're annoying.
Oh, yeah, the
But
oscillator
yes,
things. Yeah,
they
yeah.
are. Dude, I used one. Matter of fact, I used one 3 times today. We're doing.
They're
this.
ridiculously loud.
They are. They will drive you crazy, but man,
Yeah.
they are.
Oh, they're handy.
They're wonderful. We got to doing this house. When I send you the picture of the frame TV.
Oh, dude, that thing was so cool.
Amazing.
Wow.
Samsung's got this frame TV that when it's off, it seriously looks like a piece of framed art on the wall. It has multiple different pieces of art loaded already on there. You can buy a subscription of art and download
Subscribing art. Wow.
$5.99 a month. And you get-
$5.99.
Yes, you get all the art you want. And the lady made a good point today. She said, well, just think how much one piece of art costs. She goes, and I'm going to pay basically 5 times 12, $150 or $125, whatever it is,
To have
all the art you want
constantly changing art.
right there on your wall. But so the only downside to this is it's Samsung. It's their higher end TV, and Samsung has got this deal that's called a One Connect, which is a separate box that your HDMI connections plug into. So all your HDMI, all your connections plug into this box, and then this box has like a 15-foot cord that goes from it to the television, so you can go 15 feet away. Well, in this case, we can't do that because of how we've designed everything, so this box has to go in the wall behind the TV, which in return requires us to cut a 14-inch square recessed box in the wall behind the television to put this equipment in. This particular house, when it was built, they put blocking in the wall everywhere there was a TV. So I had to do a little sheetrock work. I had to do a little trim work. I had to do a little carpentry. I had to do a little bit of everything to make this work. But that saw
Did you use that for all that?
everything. I was
How are you not deaf?
Huh?
What?
But it's funny, the homeowner, she figured out that she could get these TVs, and that's what happened. Every time she'd come in the room, she'd just look at me and smile. She goes, I see that big hole in my wall. And I was like, yes, ma'am. She goes, that means I'm getting my TV.
Oh, God.
And then her husband shows up with 2 more, and I look at him, and he's like, yep. I said, I'm going to be a professional frame TV installer before this is over with. But
That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
that tool's amazing. That's a straight up dad tool right there.
I like how they have almost all of them now. I think all of them now do have that quick change. That quick change little arbor on it. You
Yeah.
just push it down, pop one out, stick another one in, you're good to go.
Yeah, mine's still, the one I got is a work one, and it's old Harbor Freight Chicago style,
Yeah.
and it's still got the old Allen screw. You got to undo it. And
Ain't bad
I'm
either.
fixing to buy a Milwaukee one that
Yeah.
it's just got a little quick lever. Boom, put a new piece on, roll with it.
Nice. Well, speaking of tools, we're all married here. Do your wives ever buy you tools for Father's Day?
That'd be like me buying my wife a purse.
I'm just saying. Has she ever bought you tools?
My
I
wife
do not believe so.
got me this one thing, and it's a multi-tool deal, but it's a hammer, it's an axe, it's a regular knife, a serrated knife, pliers, cutters, all this and that, and it's kind of handy.
Mine actually, I like.
Rodney said no more math, by the way.
It's okay. I'm not good at that. I went to a public school.
Not a good one.
Right, here local too. My wife bought me a hammer, but it was a decorative hammer, and it was from her and my son. And I don't remember what it said on the handle. I'll have to go back and look
Said
at
you
it.
can't handle this.
Hammer time.
Ba-doom. Yeah, she bought me a hammer, but it was a decorative hammer. But other than that, no.
Well, the reason I bring that up, and I'm sure my wife is listening, and I'm about to call her out. I love my wife. I do, and I appreciate everything that she does.
That I've never
We've
used.
been
Sorry.
in about a 10-year time frame for Father's Day, Christmas, whatever. She has bought me 3 different socket sets.
Nice.
And don't get me wrong, socket sets are cool.
Oh, they're handy.
I don't need 3. Why do I need 3 socket sets?
Metric and American.
She didn't realize she'd already bought me a socket set.
Deep, shallow, standard metric.
And granted, in her defense, they were like years apart. And I
Yeah.
don't use tools a lot. You don't, especially around the house, you don't ever use it till you use it.
Right.
You're not going out of your way to find a reason. Like, man, I got to find a reason to use these socket
Yeah.
sets.
I'm getting called out like crazy now.
What?
She's bought me 3 tools.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forgot. So
Shots
one
fired.
of them is in my pocket. That stays in my pocket. That gets used daily.
There you go.
That's got my name on it, and it says "Our Hero." It's
Sean-
got a window.
Sean Preator.
Sean John. It's got a window punch.
Oh, there you go.
It's got
Handy.
a seatbelt cutter. I guess she's
Yeah, just in case.
informing me on my driving. And it's
For
got my
just-
name.
for-
That way,
for
if
when
they
you're,
find me and I'm still tied up, they know who I am.
You got it.
you got the
So-
seatbelt cutter for when you're riding with her.
Right, and then the personalized hammer, and then she bought me a welder.
Nice.
What kind of welder? Talk to me, Goose.
A wire welder. You know about welding?
Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah, I don't. I
What kind is it?
weld her hands to a piece of bread and make me a sandwich.
Well, I tell you what, man, that rotary saw I bought, I love that little thing. I'm looking
Yeah.
looking for ways to use it.
They're fun, man.
Those things are cool.
I kept griping because I didn't have any tie downs on my trailer. I just had to hook them, and I almost lost a load one day because the way I wrapped the ratchet strap down, the vibration cut the end of it off just in the trip that I made.
Yeah.
So I was going to take some eye bolts, drill them through, nut them on both sides, do a little welding, tack it down, and be good. So she got me a wire welder and a automated mask. That way, whenever things
Oh, yeah, the
are not-
auto darkening.
There you go.
Yeah,
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 it,
yeah.
it does its deal.
It's got grind mode on it and all
Right,
that.
but
Yeah.
I've yet to open it up. Haven't had time to get out there and weld something.
Well, for what it's worth, my wife bought me a circular saw 2 years ago. It's still in the box.
Nice.
I haven't really had a reason to use it.
Oh man, I love saws.
Before then, dude, I used
Saw it all.
when I was building my deck. I used one all the time.
Yeah.
And now that I'm not, I don't ever use it.
Yeah, she hooked me up. So I really my what I'm going to do is at work they give us a tool fund and they take
Really?
I give them $10 a week out of my paycheck.
Yeah.
They match it. So right now I've got like $450 that I put in there, which
you
means
know I
I
sell
can
tools,
go
right?
right.
It's a pressure washer
Right.
right there, bud.
You got Milwaukee tools?
I can get dewalled.
See, I'm a Milwaukee fan, and I've already
shame
started
on
my
you.
collection. Negative. I had a Milwaukee split my chin and knock me off a ladder. I bought 2 of them.
Why would you want another one of those?
Exactly, man. That was epic. But
No, they got good stuff, dude.
so for the
What's the Walmart brand?
yeah,
Porter cable?
no, Black
that's
and Decker.
Black and Decker.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I well, see, I've got to have heavy duty commercial grade.
Yeah.
DeWalt would classify rigid.
Heavy
as
duty
it.
cycle stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But so the work, I put $450 in there. They match it, so I got $900 to spend on tools.
That's a healthy tool bill,
So
bud.
I'm fixing to go. I got a whole little run I've been looking at. I got to get a new drill, but I'm going to get a grinder, and then I'm going to go to the welder because I already know the rule. You're either a welder or a grinder. I'm going to be a grinder.
Are you?
I guarantee you. So I got a big old tank back in the backyard. I'm going to cut up and make a smoker out of.
Yeah,
Whenever you get
talking-
ready to
we
do
talked
that, holler
about-
at me because we're going to need a plasma cutter, too.
10-4, you got one?
I can get one.
It's on like Donkey
At
Kong.
least I can get one.
Yes, sir.
I know somebody knows somebody.
Well,
About got that stuff on tap, brother.
I've got all this stuff that's been given to me. The tank, I got to go get the trailer. I've got some rims. I just got to put some tires on it.
Yeah.
So I got almost everything I need to make this happen. And the guy told me, Dusty, our fire chief,
Uh-huh.
he said, I'll let you have this stuff. You got to let me use it twice a year.
There you go.
That's a bargain.
10-4 done, bud.
Get her did.
Well, I know Dylan can get his hands on whatever tools he needs. When I was having a problem with that toilet, I called him, and he's like, okay, do you want to get the bolt off? Do you want to destroy the bathroom, or do you want to burn the house down?
All 3.
He's like, because I can help you with all.
I mean, that's like busting your knuckles when you're working on a car. If you
Nice.
didn't do so, you didn't work on a car.
Yeah.
No, my wife just sent me a picture of the hammer, and it says, "For the daddy that can fix anything." It was in 2016.
Nice.
Yeah, Chase tried to hit some stuff. I was like, put it up. It's not a real hammer. So
I'm not super handy, man. I wish I was. I'm just not.
I am. It just takes longer. I mean, I can do the house that we moved
Thank God
out
for
of.
YouTube, man. That's all I can say.
Yeah, the house that we moved out of and sold, I tore it apart, cut holes in walls, closed off walls, expanded bathrooms, did tile, did sheetrock,
Put an extension on.
built a bar top. I mean, I can do almost anything. It's fun. I like it.
Yeah, we enjoyed that, man. Like when we built our house, they hung, they did everything up into after they taped and floated and textured the sheetrock, because sheetrock work sucks.
Oh my!
I'd rather take a punch in the face than do sheetrock work.
Learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Sheetrock sucks.
We finished out the house, man, and Paige, man, she is a freaking animal at laying some floor. Like, I can do tile, I can do this and that, and I can do the floor stuff. She'll measure it out, and she's like, all right, go cut me this out. And she's like, bang, bang, bang. I mean, it's
You know what
ridiculous.
my favorite homemade tool was doing floor work? And this
What?
is tile, this is wood, this is anything that you got to cut corners and stuff on, was the straight piece of a metal coat hanger.
Oh, yeah.
We get to the toilet one day, trying to cut tile around that toilet and get that perfect circle. Take that coat hanger and wrap
just
it around
bend it around.
lay it down on your piece of tile, trace it.
Yep.
I saw a new tool that they were doing on. They had the
Little fingers.
little fingers that you just scoot up to the edges. I
That's
was like,
it.
Man, that's so
Pretty
freaking cool.
So doing underneath the door jamb,
Yeah.
same thing. We'd take that jam cutter, cut the jam. You can rent one of those, and it gives you a quarter to a half-inch cut off the bottom of the door jamb, and then you can tuck your tile up underneath it. Well, sometimes underneath that door jamb is some extra wood, so I take that coat hanger, mold it around what was ever there,
That's pretty sharp.
lay it down on the deal, cut it up, and roll with it.
Handy.
Handy. But, yeah, I like being handy. I like being able to do my own stuff. You get more out of it. You appreciate it more.
Save a lot more
It
money.
costs you a whole lot less
Yes,
dollars.
sir.
So
Well, I can tell you this, man. My kids were super proud of me when I fixed the toilet. It was
yeah.
they were just real happy to have a working toilet again.
We can poop in here.
I look like Superman in their eyes.
my wife will send me out every once in a while. One of her friends' toilet was messed up. She's like, "Shane, go fix her toilet." And I was like, "I
Man,
don't
that's
know."
crappy.
It is crappy, isn't
Right.
it?
Take my man card if you want. I don't care, man. But that's the one thing I do miss about living in apartments. Something broke, just call them.
call 'em.
Yeah, they'll come. Ice machine's not working. They'll come fix it.
Yeah.
Air conditioner's not working. They'll come fix it.
Come on over, bud.
Yeah, that's the one thing I do miss. I'm just like I said, I'm not handy, and I like working in the yard. I don't have time, man.
Yeah, time is.
I get one day off a
short-staffed.
week, and usually that day it rains every single week.
Never fails.
Yeah, I like it. I enjoy it. Really do. Like it's fun.
Yeah.
And I'm not worried about tearing something up.
Man, just for the record, we totally sound like dads here.
That's
Yeah,
what's
we
up,
do.
dude. All we're missing.
Man, I just love working on toilets and and flooring, man.
That's what's up. This is,
That's hilarious.
Like Dilly got super excited when I called him about my toilet. Like
I did.
He
If I had to
responded right
tell, it
away.
would have been wagging. Like,
He was like, "I'm needed. I'm needed."
I love it.
That's the
God.
dad thing too, man. Like we're all friends, and
Yeah.
if one of your buddies calls you and has a problem with something, it takes everything in your power not to stop and go over there and help them fix it right then and there.
yeah.
Exactly, especially when you're handy.
Yeah.
and you can do it. I mean, it's great. It's fun. I am not messed up about trying to fix
me
something.
neither, man.
Even if I've never done it before, I will take that thing. It's already broke.
Yeah.
What the heck am I doing wrong?
A really
Nothing.
wise man told me one time, if you put it back together the exact opposite way you took it apart, in theory it should work every time.
Every time.
In theory.
And if there's not extra pieces, you didn't do it right.
I don't know, man.
Hey, in shop class, my senior year in high school, I had to take an extra class. So I was like, mechanics class. It's
Yeah.
off campus. Perfect. I get to leave school, everything.
No.
It's auto mechanics class. At the beginning of the year, the teacher's like, all right, here's what we're going to do. We've got a Holley 4-barrel carburetor. We're going to rebuild it. We've got an engine on a crate over here that runs. It just needs a carburetor. You rebuild your carburetor 100%. Put it on this engine. It's got to run for 3 minutes. If you can do this, you pass the class.
Oh, wow.
Bet. My carburetor's finished. I got a bag of springs and pins and stuff that I'm like, I don't remember this being in the diagram. So I didn't say nothing. I just kind of stashed that stuff over
Oh,
to the side. Right? I'm like,
boy.
I got this. It looks good. Go over there, mount it on the deal. He makes some connections electronically. Goes over and cranks it. It's like, starts running. I was like, timer now. Start the timer. And it's running. We're about 2.5 minutes into it. It starts leaking. And I was like, I wonder if that's fuel. Smells like fuel. Oh, wait. Now it's on fire. We're trying to get the fire extinguisher. I delay the fire extinguisher because we're 22 seconds away from my 3-minute pass.
It ran. Put it out.
It passed. I got my 3 minutes out of the deal.
And you
We
burnt the
put
school
fire
down, too.
out.
Nice work, bud.
And he was like, I don't understand what happened. And I grabbed that bag of stuff, and I was like... And then he was more impressed that it ran for 3 minutes, missing everything.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, we did it, though.
Oh, man.
Got her done.
Well, I was talking to Dylan the other day. He was talking about maybe doing some side work on instruments and stuff. And I told him, I said, better yet, man, teach some of these kids how to do that
Right.
stuff.
That's what's up.
That's what you need to do. You need a side class, man, and just
I'd be cool with that.
working on guitars, taking them apart, restringing them, tuning them up.
I think this year on tour, because last year it was basically me and Garrison, and we did all the setup and takedown. I mean, Zach and Matt were there, and Faith and everybody, they would help out. Some of the other dads would step in and help out, but basically, me and Garrison, and I think he even mentioned something, and Zach mentioned something about slowly having some of the kids help us set this stuff up and
Wouldn't be a
take
bad
the
idea.
stuff down, because ultimately, if they continue this path for music, they're not going to have a Garrison,
Yeah.
or they're not going to have a Zach, or they're not going to have whoever.
And you guys can have your own little minions.
Right.
Carry that heavy stuff,
Hey,
boy.
man, you're in charge of the lifting. Bicycle. We can supervise,
But,
but
it's not a bad idea, especially if every kid has like 2 duties.
I mean,
they know
No.
exactly what they're doing.
if you can't do what your profession is, like when I say that, I mean if you're a musician and you don't know how to set your equipment up, how good are you really?
Yeah. True that.
I mean, if you can't tune your own instrument, or if you can't plug your 1/4-inch jack into the mixer board and know how to adjust it, I mean,
yeah.
it's part of what you do in a sense, So
Well, see, I didn't know anything about this music game 3 years ago when we got into it. I still don't know very much.
me either.
But like today, we were at Guitar Center looking at bass amps, we were looking at pianos, and I asked as many freaking questions as I can ask because I'm curious. I want to know. Like, what's different between this one and this one? Why is this one better than this one?
Why is that one $2,000 and this one's $199?
Right.
Well, especially when it comes to stuff like amps, because I mean, a lot of it's just brand. And granted, I understand Fender's a great brand. Why is Fender so much better than acoustic? I want to know.
Yeah.
You're paying for that name.
Well, and some of them depend
it's great
too,
quality, but
if you got like a tube driven or a solid state or
I just got lost.
Valvetronics.
Right? Yeah, don't know. I don't know. Really don't.
But like today, for example, I was looking at a 50-watt acoustic bass amp that can it has the corner on it, so it can be set up as a monitor, which is very helpful, very useful. And then compared to the Fender 40-watt rumble amp, the Fender is 200, the acoustic was 150. This one is 10 watts stronger and costs $50 or $50 less.
Yeah.
I want to know why. And so I asked as many different questions as I could. Basically, they're not far difference in quality. Fender is a little more clear from everything I understood.
Yeah.
And we tried them out.
And the Rumble Series amps are really good amp. Oh boy. Oh baby.
What?
That's a lot of sweet
That's
taste.
a 99 pack of some PBR, buddy.
Man, that's a Christmas present right there. Somebody's out $5.
That's what's up right there.
No kidding. $5.
Sorry, that just got me. Squirrel.
PBR is one of those, man, I don't particularly like until I've had a few others.
Until they got a 99 pack and it was not to like.
Well, I was-
99 pack at 99 cents.
We were at Damn Good Pies one night, and the guy goes, what can I get you guys to drink? I was like, what do you have on special? And he goes, well, we got 50-cent can PBRs. I'm like, that's what I'm drinking.
Nice. 50-cent beers.
Go ahead and bring 10 of them.
Send it. Yeah, here's $5. I'm not going to work
I'm living
tomorrow.
like a rock star. Buddy of mine what was it called? I swear to you, it tasted like a rusty penny.
Ugh.
It was so bad, and I can't remember what it was called.
He's not your friend.
No, but
No
he
kidding.
swore up and down by this beer. He loves this beer.
Dude, this is a brand new IPA. It's gonna be so.
And so he bought me one, and it was one of those cheap ones. It was like a PBR, and I can't remember the name of it. If I said it, you would know it. But anyways, it tasted like a freaking rusted out penny.
Bush Copper Lager.
Man, I was
Golly.
in Northeast America.
Oh, Hams. That's what it was. Hams.
Ooh, that's headache in a can, dude. Ugh.
Damn.
He's like, ooh, heck
That's
to
a-
the
that's a-
no.
With
That's
two
an
M's.
old
I
beer.
think we was
Yeah.
in Newark, New Jersey, and I went on this whole craft beer run because I was headed down the whole East Coast
Yep.
last year. And I was like, everywhere I go, I'm going to try 3 to 4 craft beers that I've never heard of in my life. One of them was some Israeli beer that these people
Nice.
had. And I was like, heck yeah, let me try that. Heck no. It tasted...
Tasted like Campbell butter.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It is, whatever that tastes like, that was probably... I took the first drink, and my eyes got big, and that lady looked at me, and I was looking for somewhere to spit. Like, get it gone. Now, she was like, I'm not even going to make you pay for that. And I was like, nobody should pay for this.
Yeah, you should pay us for
Right.
this.
I was like, that was unfreaking believably gross. But, yeah. I would have loved a warm penny, rusty penny at that time.
Gross.
It was not good. But
See, I've got buddies of mine that are beer snobs, and while I like a good craft beer from time to time, I like different kinds of beers. While we're on the subject of beers, I'm not a beer snob. I will drink a Budweiser. I'll drink a Miller Lite. It's not my favorite. It's not my go-to. It's not what I'm out. I'm not looking to go out and drink a Bud Light.
Yeah.
If it's on special, somebody buys me one, sure.
Yeah,
Not
what's
arguing.
What's on promo?
But I've got buddies of mine that if you bought them a Bud Light, they won't touch it. And I just don't get it. I don't understand it.
I don't
what did
know.
he say?
I mean, I know all beers are not created equal, but a beer's a beer. Come
But I
on.
mean, it's yeet yeet.
Like I hang out with
It's
Zach.
yeet yeet juice.
I hang out with Zach Dunlap, and he hands me a Michelob Ultra. I'll drink it. I'm not a woman, but I'll
Man,
drink.
you
I'll
know
drink
what?
it.
That's almost as bad as getting one of those pink unicorn frappuccinos from the Starbucks.
I did get one of those. It was a mocha.
So if you got a
There
Michelob
was-
Ultra, I'm just kidding.
It was
dude.
no pink in
He
it.
asked me, he goes, "Will you drink this?" I go, "Well, I don't have ovaries, but I'll try it. I'll try it."
I like trying new stuff, but I'm not a hard beer drinker, and I'm not
Yeah,
a
I'm
dark beer drinker. I did have up in the same place
Hand grenade.
in Newark, New Jersey. I'm looking through their list, and it was called Sexual Chocolate, and I was like, oh my god, I want to try it
Yeah, I'll take it.
right
It's like,
now.
I'll try the Shane Priator.
Oh, yeah, hello, darling. But I tried it, and no, I could not sit down and drink a whole glass of it. But it was good. It was very strong. You could not see your flashlight through the glass.
Ooh.
That's how dark it was. But it tasted like a mixture of burnt wood, coffee, and chocolate. It was good. It was really
Man,
good.
I
See,
love
I'm not.
burnt wood.
Again, I'm not a coffee drinker, so
It was wonderful. But
Hand
you know what
of
my
tea.
favorite beer is?
what's that?
An open one.
An open one. My favorite's a free one.
An open one. Yeah. So it's
I like free beer.
I like trying
Yeah, me too.
new things. But yeah, right now it's cold, so I don't drink beer.
Really,
Nope. I drink whiskey.
I can see that. And I'm not much of a whiskey drinker, but I do like a little bit here and there.
Oh, Back Bacon hooked me up with some daggum. What was that? That Kraken.
The Kraken.
That was good.
94 proof dark spiced rum,
I'm
son.
not a rum drinker,
Release the
but I
Kraken.
felt like I wanted to look at that daggum. Everybody's got a little captain in them and push that dude over.
Yeah, Captain Morgan's a punk compared to
Right.
this octopus.
Yeah, that Kraken was good
I have
though.
to try that.
It makes you want to go,
Arr, matey.
why is rum gone? You know?
Walk the plank.
Should have brought some of that. Never mind. Moving on.
Yeah, so I mean, we can talk about. They talk about it.
Sure, yeah. It's not pancakes, but it'll work.
Talking about that.
But no, I'm one of the weirdos, man. I love the taste of Jaeger, and by itself, I don't like Jaeger bombs. Never have, never will. I'm not much of an energy drink person. I love the taste of Jaeger,
Yeah.
and I'm weird. I like the taste of cough syrup. So
The Jaeger bomb was my go-to. It started when I was playing poker, and I was like, I'm tired, and I was like, have a Jaeger bomb, and I was like, how's that going to wake me up? It's got Red Bull in it, and then I learned that the Jaeger gave me wings, and the Red Bull let me fly.
I love the way you said that.
Because I'm telling you right now, they got to making me 32-ounce cups
Oh my god!
of Jaeger and Red Bull, it was a special from the bar because I was there every night of the week playing poker.
Yeah.
And so they were making me tall boys. And, man, I would be sitting there after about 4 of them.
32. Oh, my God.
Easy,
Oh, my
son.
God.
Wide awake, playing poker, last man standing, and walk out there with a smile on my face.
I don't know how you were standing to
Easy.
begin with.
Man, it was great. Like I said, Red Bull gave me, or the Jaeger gave me wings, and the Red Bull let me fly.
Let me fly.
It was epic. But, yeah, that was my go-to. I hadn't drinking that in a long time. So.
Yeah, I used to keep some in the freezer, man, back when, before we had kids.
Yeah.
Now we
Yeah.
have kids, it changes everything. I mean, there's still a little
Yeah.
bit in the house, but not Jaeger. But I miss it. I love, but I'm one of the only ones that like the taste of Jaeger.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's got to be cold, though.
Now, my wife's a tequila drinker.
I had a Jaeger Raider.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was
Nice.
baller, dude. Put the fifth.
Put it in there.
Upside down cold.
Yeah,
32
they had
degrees.
one of those at the Electric Cowboy, and I used to tear
That's
that
where
thing
mine
up.
came from.
Oh, was it?
I used to work there.
I used to tear that thing up.
Yeah, it was
I
fun.
thought you looked familiar.
Yeah.
You probably kicked me out a couple times.
I had a guy come up to me one day, and he was like, "Hey, you used to work at the Cowboy," and I immediately turned sideways and doubled my fist up. He was like, "No, bro, it's cool." My bad.
My bad, bro.
I thought maybe I'd launched you out the door one day.
Thought I sent it.
I only got kicked out of there one time, and honestly, it wasn't my fault. It was a buddy of mine was talking smack to this other dude, and of course he's inebriated. They're both inebriated, and to me, I'm actually sober for one of the few times I wasn't drinking that night. But next thing I know, this dude, my buddy starts walking away from him. This dude just wells back to take a swing. I pulled my buddy back, and then I laid into this guy because he missed, and it was just wide open.
Nice.
Great.
The bouncer looked at me and like, I'll see myself
Yeah,
out.
time to
Yeah,
go.
it's cool, man.
That's
I'm
cool.
gone.
Of course, I knew all the bouncers back then, and
Yeah.
I was like, we were leaving anyways. See ya.
Can't hang with all that these days.
People are crazy
old,
up there, man.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
You don't mix alcohol and insure. It just don't work. I knew somebody was gonna come with some crap, so I opened the door.
Nice work, bud.
Get there at 6:30.
But so for real, plasma cutter. Soon as I get red eye, I need to get this daggum
Yeah.
smoker.
Well, Bud said we're gonna need you.
What-
We're gonna need to weld you some hinges on there.
So I've got for the hinges for the lid for the
Yeah.
smoker. So I've got some rebarb. And what I'm gonna do is bend the rebarb in an L shape and take steel tubing, and basically you're going to go into the tubing on the top side, and you'll rebar into the tubing. And
I like how he's
basically
giving visual effects
you're
over
gonna
here,
make
like the people
you're
at
gonna
home
make
can
a
see it.
C out of the rebarb, and you're going to weld steel or tubes, and the rebarb's just going to slide in, and you're going to come in.
I
both
got you,
directions.
Siddle. Okay. Yeah. I got
And then
you.
I'm also going to take some axe handles.
Oh, that'll be cool.
I'm going to weld rebarb straight up and down, or all thread maybe,
Mm-hmm.
and then put the axe handles on top, and that's going to be the handle.
Nice.
Let me ask you something.
Ask me what's up.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got ideas. I know how it's all going to come together. We just got to get her did.
Just gotta
Get her
send
done.
it.
Yep.
Well, fellas, I think it's about time we wrap this bad boy up. It's 10:45.
Why are you past my bedtime?
Hey,
It is.
if-
Grandpappy's got to get up early.
If the wife is listening, I think you need to turn the air down. Daddy's coming home.
Granddaddy's on his way home.
Yeah, it's 2 degrees hotter than hell, by God.
Well, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for all the not phone calls. We
Yeah, appreciate that, listener.
Shout out to who called? We called Pappy.
Pops.
Yeah,
Pappy,
we called Pops.
Popsy.
Pawpaw.
And
And then Fancy Nancy called.
Fancy Nancy called with those shout out for the iPhone fam.
Yeah, and the text message from Rodney.
we
Right.
did. We got 1 or 2 for Rodney.
I got
Yeah.
some from the wife. So
Yeah.
we had 4, less 3 more than normal tonight.
Yeah, right.
Plywood, here we
on.
come,
It's
baby.
OVA now.
Moms in the morning. We're coming for you.
Yep, y'all don't even know.
said.
Y'all can't compare to what we just did. Ratings are through the roof.
Guys, thanks for listening. We will be back next Wednesday. We're going to play us out to a song. How about some... Where's Zach? Where you at, Zach Wiley? Riverbanks.
Yeah.
Rodney just texted me and said that he's in on helping with the smoker.
10-4, bud.
You got her, buddy. Bye, Sigel.
Have a good night.
Taking rides, taking drives down Highway 5. Got my arm out the window, singing songs about my hero. My right hand is on 2 o'clock. wanna do right now to be pulling a boat up on dock. Just another pretty place, and just another pretty day. Sitting on a riverbank, listen to a little Hank. And nothing beats the feeling of sitting on a pier. I don't wanna be anywhere other than here. So find me a creek, find me a drink, set up some lawn chairs. 'Cause I can see by your smile we're not going anywhere for a while. And I can see by the way you look at me, you feel the same way. I don't care if we're on a river or a lake. And just another pretty place, and just another pretty day. Sitting on a riverbank, listen to a little Hank. And nothing beats the feeling of sitting on a pier. I don't wanna be anywhere other than here. Just another pretty place, and just another pretty day. Sitting on a riverbank, listen to a